welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Appalachian State Mountaineers and the North Dakota State Bison. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the App State Mountaineers offense will have the ball first. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay. And they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So we know this quarterback physically, obviously, one of the most talented in the country, but mentally today, he has got to be sharp.
Throws it off the RPO. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He takes it at the 45. And there he goes. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And now North Dakota State gets its first chance to go on offense. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Fires to the big fella. Taken down.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well run him again. Taken down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Back's got it on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They'll go back to work trying to get something going after a couple of punts the first 2 times they've had it. They'll run it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. On the return, he's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. To say this is a slow start would be an understatement. They haven't even made the chain gang move yet. Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes! They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Give to the running back. Might have a chance. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Motion from the wideout. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Gets rid of it.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move. 1st down and more. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Quick give. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. This offense doing business in the red zone. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. This time they'll throw it. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense in an empty set. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. Searching for space. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. From the gun. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
2nd down, going to throw it. Caught. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for running room. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
On 2nd and goal, he carries again. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They want to run this quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off-play action on 1st down. They're all over it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
2nd down to the air. Pulls it in. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Caught on the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one, if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
On the run, fires downfield. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st. Caught It's Isaac. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And that last completion left him with 2nd and 1, and this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Working the ground game. Powers through the defender. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd and 3. They'll try to get it through the air. Turns it upfield. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand it to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20 to nothing. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hold, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. It's caught. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Got his man. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tells to fake. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Back to pass on 2nd down. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Open space at the 25. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And this offense just keeps putting it together, man. Like, they have not been stopped very often. Another play in the passing game. This defense, they've got to find something, and they've got to find it fast. Like, halftime is a little ways away. They got to make some adjustments right now.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying to establish the run. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Now on 1st down from the 43. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. This time they'll throw it. Going deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gives it to the back on the draw. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Trying to make one miss. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Using his feet. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Hand off from the shotgun. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. They're working that left side. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Fresh set of downs going up top. Reels it in. Touchdown, North Dakota State. All that may be in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Drops back on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline. They've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now that they've got to find some answers.
As we check in with Holly.
Guys, here on the North Dakota State sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Isaac. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
Quickly to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Fresh set of downs going up top. Look out! Just a misfire there.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Working the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Turns it upfield. Touchdown, North Dakota State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The handoff. Stopped in the backfield as this defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the number 9 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Boilermakers, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten. Now back to your game in Fargo. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Got it. He breaks a tackle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll ride him again. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Second down, gonna throw it. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen passes, it just never developed. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Second and long here. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw one first. Complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The pull and throw off the RPO. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Second down, gonna throw it. Rushes on. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Quick give. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Right back to it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Grabs it in the middle. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. From the gun. Across the 25. He's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Second down to the air.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
On second and goal, he gets another chance. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal. Long drive here. Play number 12 coming up for this offense. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Selling the fake. He's got it. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes the grab. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, you could just feel it, couldn't you? Just how badly that guy wanted to get that first down. He knows, hey, we're on our own side of the field. We're not trying to punt. I've got to do something. I've got to make somebody miss to go pick up this first down for my offense, and that's exactly what he did.
Caught. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Looking to throw again. And he gets it away.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they are pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. Catches it at the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking for running room. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Back to pass on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. No room to bring it back. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Handoff again. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds his man. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Tries to get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Long way to go on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. On play action. Rush right in his face. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Drops back on 1st down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Takes the easy completion. Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. On the move. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, that last play.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Going to throw it deep. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Right back to the well. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Right at the line. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The hand to the running back. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to the back. Got enough for the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Man, and the defense comes up with the sack. And this is the day. This is honestly not what we expected. We expected this to be a high-flying offense. You know, this trigger man is usually really, really on top of things. This is a day he would love to forget.
The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Looks it in. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run him again. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Working the ground game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Hand it to the back. Makes a man miss. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Tight end now in motion. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped him.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his target. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. They'll need a bunch on second down. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports.